Rockstar is being a little too quiet about the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. Another AAA action-adventure remake is on the way, and Nintendo wants to protect you from yourself. This is the Daily Fix. The existing versions of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas will be removed from digital storefronts this week. Fans are generally not too crazy about this. As announced when GTA Trilogy The Definitive Edition was revealed, Rockstar is delisting older versions across all digital stores the week of October 11th. The developer still hasn't explained why. At the time of this taping, the original games are available on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox, but it's not clear for how long. We've contacted Rockstar to see if we can find out. The decision to remove the original games has sparked a lot of discussion, particularly around the issue of video game preservation. Games, particularly of the legendary status of the GTA series, are as much pieces of history for the medium as they are interactive experiences, and reducing access to them is detrimental to future players and developers' ability to play and learn from them. Another concern among fans is the order in which all this is happening. The Definitive Edition versions of the games still don't have a release date, and very few details about their content have been revealed. Many fans are upset at not being able to make an informed choice between the older versions or the newer ones before the current crop is pulled. While the hope is for better looking, better playing games, we currently only have Rockstar's word to go on. Reddit user Exploded Bagel has a good point. On the GTA subreddit, they wrote, "I've been racking my brain trying to remember any other instance of a company announcing a remake or remaster, not giving any actual details about the project, then removing the original versions before even telling people what the new ones will be like. I really think this might be a first." Another major worry for fans is how the definitive editions will handle licensed music. Previous re-releases of the GTA Trilogy have seen sections of their iconic soundtracks removed due to expired licenses, and some players are worried that the same could happen here. Rockstar has also been silent on that point. Shout out to the Vice City soundtrack, one of the greatest licensed music soundtracks of all time. There's also the very real possibility that the new versions of the games will be significantly more expensive than the older ones. If that ends up being the case, many will see delisting the older versions as a cynical attempt to force people to pay more. Now, no doubt, many are excited to see these classic games re-released in new form. I am. But with no release date or even a glimpse at what these definitive editions look like yet, many fans are taking this last opportunity to buy the older versions before they're gone. Hey, I haven't played these games in a long time since each one was originally released, so I'm excited to revisit them, and I hope this trilogy is a great package that does right by these incredible games. But if it turns out to be a basic repackaging that costs more, well, that will be a little shady. We'll find out soon enough. Virtuos is a game development support studio that contributed to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the Switch port of Outer Worlds, and Astral Chain. It also provided VFX work on big movies like Captain Marvel, the live-action Aladdin, and Terminator Dark Fate, which sucked. Now, Virtuos is rumored to be working on the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. In addition to that, an employee has confirmed that the developer is working on an unannounced AAA action-adventure game remake. As reported by VGC, one of its readers noticed that a lead programmer at Virtuos references the AAA remake in their LinkedIn profile. The project appears to have been in development since 2018. The remake is said to include 4K support on certain platforms, as well as AAA quality art production and set-piece destruction. While it isn't yet clear what game this is referring to, reports surfaced earlier this month suggesting that Konami is planning remasters of the original Metal Gear Solid games, as well as that potential full remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So, a remake of a AAA action-adventure game with set-piece destruction. Red Faction? The Force Unleashed? They did work on Fallen Order. I've got it. Another LucasArts game, Fracture. If you know, you know. And finally today, as many around the world have begun enjoying their brand new Nintendo Switch OLED models, some have noticed that it comes with a protective screen already on it. According to Nintendo, it should not be removed as it could protect you from any harm should the new glass screen break. This anti-scattering adhesive film is a new addition to the console, as the original Switch and Switch Lite had no need for it. Their screens were made of plastic, whereas the OLED model is glass. If the new screen were to break, shards of sharp glass could cause harm. This protective screen will help prevent any damage to the user. It will also help prevent any scratches on the screen. The Nintendo Switch OLED model was released on Friday, October 8th, alongside Metroid Dread, and man oh man, that is a good Metroid game. But if you're playing it on an OLED, just leave that screen protector right where it is. Don't want you cutting your gaming hands. These are important. I'm Damon Hatfield, and that's your Daily Fix for October 11th. Check out this video on 6 ways Far Cry 6 changes the series, and for all your gaming news, stay tuned to IGN.